Hello and welcome to another year of gridiron greatness, Madden NFL 10. I'm Tom Hammond. The custom control stick lets you take full control of the on-field action more than ever before. The right analog stick on your controller can be fully customized with any control for all skill positions on the field. Now you have the power to play the game the way you want to play it. Let's take a look at how you set up all your head-turning moves to what best fits your game style. To get there, first access gameplay settings from the main menu and then choose Custom Control Stick. The Custom Control Stick screen is where you see all available skill moves for each player position to place on the right analog stick. If you look at the top of the screen, that is where you can toggle between different positions by using the L1 and R1 buttons. All of the available actions for the player position that's currently selected are found on the left side of the screen. On the right side of the screen is where you'll find the current configuration of the right analog stick. Okay, now let's get down to business and assign some moves. Select an action from the left menu by moving the left analog stick or directional pad up or down. When you've found the move you want, press the right analog stick in the direction you want the move assigned to, hold, and bam, the move is locked in. Okay, we're going to assign some moves now for the ball carrier like so, and show you how they work in-game. Remember, if you ever get stuck, you can hit the circle button to go back to default controls. Now, onto the field. Now it's time to take a look at just what those moves can do. We just set up the ball carrier with some new right analog stick moves. As you can see, pressing different directions on the right analog stick triggers the moves that were just assigned. Gets around the corner and, nope, you're not going to get me. Custom Control Stick is all about assigning moves to what tailors to your Madden specific game style. If you're not happy with your setup at any time, you can access the Custom Control Stick setup screen from the pause menu. Remember, it's all about what fits you. So go out and play some games and find that unstoppable combination that takes your Madden skills to the next level. If only recovering a fumble was as simple as scooping the ball off the turf. Unfortunately, the other team shares your relentless desire to take possession. Madden NFL 10 introduces a new Fight for the Fumble minigame to earn the right to take possession of the ball. This minigame will be triggered on certain fumbles where players from both teams are within striking distance of the ball. When the ball is fumbled, the fumble recovery QuickTime sequence appears in the screen. You'll then have to press the button that is indicated on the screen. Watch out and don't get too comfortable because these buttons are about to change. Now, there are two types of presses, a button mash and a button press. You can tell the difference by watching if the indicator arrow is being rapidly pressed down. Remember, when the game appears, really go at it, especially for the button mashing part. If you hit a wrong button, or if the other user finishes the sequence first, they will win possession of the ball. So if a fumble does occur, put your game face on, get through the sequence in the allotted time, and the ball is yours. Game on the line, down by 2, The entire stadium is waiting on your kicker to put the ball through the uprights. You line up for the kick, and timeout. Not so fun, is it? Icing the kicker is all about getting inside the kicker's head. And Madden NFL 10 gives you new ways to rattle your opponent. That's right, I'm talking to you, person controlling the defense. Don't sit back and just watch the kick sail through the uprights. Remember, when the game is neck and neck and there's under 2 minutes left in the half, call timeout to give him something to think about. All right, once the timeout is over and your players are getting to the line, mash the L1 and R1 buttons as fast as you can. Ah, come on, you'll have to do better than that. See, the speed of mashing the buttons has a direct effect on the other person. You can see that by the nice little frosty kick meter you've left him. Oh, looks like the kick is up. It's got the distance. No, missed it. And that's how you perform a successful ice the kicker. I know you've heard that old cliche before, football is all about momentum. When Terrell Owens gets hot, there's practically no one that can stop him. Player ratings will now dynamically change based on how you perform on the field. Players that are making play after play will begin to heat up. That's right. Keep feeding them the ball and they'll catch fire, skyrocketing your players' abilities. With the good comes the bad. Go out there and throw back-to-back interceptions, and your QB may just get rattled. If you want to know what the momentum level is of your team, just look at the scrolling ticker during play call. This will give you the current momentum for all players on the field. You can also see who the current leaders and bottom dwellers are by visiting the individual momentum screen in the pause menu. Well, it's time to stop talking about all the new features and let you play them for yourself. I'm Tom Hammond. Have fun playing Madden NFL 10.
The blind stares of a million pairs of eyes, looking hard but won't realize that they will never see the P. Player getting see.
Both teams come into today's game pretty fired up. Let's go down to the field for the opening kickoff. Chicago gets ready to kick it away. Gets a good kick here. Maybe he should have just stayed in the end zone on that one.
Yeah, no question. He would have definitely been better off just taking a knee on that one. He was trying to make something happen, but I'm sure his coach is going to have a little something to say to him when he gets to the sideline.
The D-line is making some adjustments. Little handoff.
Everybody knows it, but a tough running game will help your passing attack be even more effective.
Ball on the 18-yard line.
The line is making some adjustments. The Chicago Bears bring in the nickel package. Handoff on the draw.
You could see he saw where the hole was or where it was supposed to be, but it just closed up so quickly.
The defense comes up tight on the coverage. The Bears line up in a 4-3. Defense closing in. Jackson did a great job breaking through and getting there for the sack.
Time to call a special teams play.
The defense had their number during that last series as they go 3 and out.
And it really looked like the defense won the battle up front. The big guys controlling the line of scrimmage made the difference there.
Follow your blocking on this run. When you see the lane open, just accelerate right through it.
Ball on their own 45.
45-yard line. First and 10.
They line up in an eye. Little handoff.
They just have to keep pounding it at them. Just keep that defense tired on its heels, and the big gains will come later in the second half.
The Chicago Bears line up with 3 receivers bunched. Here's the deep throw. It's dropped.
You know, we talk so much about the yak, the yards after the catch. The problem is it should be called a CAY instead, because if you don't have the catch, you don't get the after yards.
On play action. And that will bring up 4th down.
What a big drop that was on 3rd down. That's almost like a turnover.
3 and out.
3 and out, and the defense wins. That's the bottom line. That's an embarrassing spot for an offense to be in. And so many times we see the momentum shift coming out of those 3 and out situations.
This defense looks good.
Offense with their backs up against the wall here. Chicago might be bringing pressure. The Bears go with a 4-man front. They go with the run.
The defense held their position and didn't let them get away on that one.
Ball on their own 3.
Ball on the 3-yard line.
Out of the I formation. Berrien goes in motion. Here's a counter play. He picks up 4 yards on the carry.
This is a good one to call.
Ball on their own 7. The line is making some adjustments. The Chicago Bears come out in a 4-3. Chicago have some guys creeping forward. Here's a draw. Pretty conservative call for that situation.
Time to call the special teams play.
Kluwe to punt. Bailey back to return it. And it will go out of bounds.
Get around the outside on this. Tell your blockers to maintain.
First down, 10 to go.
Ball on the 37-yard line.
The Vikings go with a 4-man front. They'll give it off here. Still pushing.
As a back, you always have to be ready, because eventually there's going to be a little crack and a chance for a big play.
The Minnesota Vikings come out in a 4-3. Heaves it deep over the middle. He couldn't hang on to it. That pass was very nearly intercepted.
And that would have been a huge defensive play, a chance to get this defense off the field, stop the drive, but he just couldn't hold on to it.
Ace backfield this time. Back to throw. All kinds of pressure. Incomplete pass. Pressure was coming, and he just got rid of it.
That pass rush didn't get there that time, but it got close enough to distract the quarterback and force him into a bad throw.
Carpenter can give his team the lead with this field goal. And he makes it. Booming kick. Fields it at the 1. Minnesota will try to take the lead on this drive.
Try this play.
First and 10. Ball on the 17-yard line.
The Minnesota Vikings come out in bunch formation. Gain of 6 on the play.
Try this defense here.
From their own 23-yard line.
Ball on the 23-yard line.
Taylor alone in the backfield. Jackson sends one of his guys in motion. We played a quarter. The score is 3-0 Bears.
The teams are ready for the second quarter.
A smart coach would call this play.
A little more than 2 minutes to go.
23-yard line.
Chicago might be bringing pressure. Ace backfield this time.
Flag saucer.
Good gain through the air will set them up with another 1st and 10. First down now and 10 to go.
Ball on the 29-yard line.
The Bears line up in a 4-3. Hands it off. He's dropped for a loss. He was caught with nowhere to go.
This is a pretty good running back, and if you can hem him up like that, pretty impressive.
Ball on the 27-yard line.
Chicago might be coming here. He drops back to pass. They're going to have to figure out a way to block him, or he's going to keep getting back there.
I couldn't agree more. This is one of those guys that's sneaky fast. Even when I watch him on tape, he looks fast and he looks talented, but then you see him in person, and all of a sudden he's turning that corner so much faster. I think the same thing's happened to this offensive line. They weren't ready for this.
Time to call the special teams play.
Cluey is waiting for the snap. Bailey is back awaiting the punt. And it will go out of bounds.
Spread the ball around and make sure the defense knows that they have to cover every receiver.
Ball on the 23-yard line.
What's good, baby? What's good?
The Minnesota Vikings come out in a 4-3. He throws it. Completed. He's dropped for a loss. Couldn't get anything out of that.
The key here is to step up in the pocket. Make sure you get those feet set before you throw it. Come on now, stick it to him here.
2 minutes left in the half.
Ball on the 22-yard line.
Let's go, Spain! Let's go, Spain!
Campbell lines up in the shotgun. And he catches it. Harvin drags him to the ground at the 38-yard line.
You need to hurry up here. So complete this pass and then get out of bounds.
Let's go, tandem, baby! Tandem!
Campbell back in the shotgun for this one. First down, looking to throw. Under heavy pressure.
The key to playing defense is getting good penetration. If you can make that quarterback move around sometimes, even if you don't get to him like they did on that play, you can still disrupt an offense.
Back to pass. And it's caught. Still moving. And he breaks into the open field. Steps out at the 41. How about that pass?
Nice job by the quarterback that time, recognizing the corner blitz, getting the ball out of there, and picking up the first down.
Down right!
From the gun, they'll throw on first down.
Pass!
He decides to run, and he just got hammered. Picked up a few yards on the scramble.
Believe me, though, at this level, quarterbacks' arms are better than their feet. So while that one had some moderate success, it's not something you want to be doing all day.
He didn't get his feet set as he threw, and he has his back, who's wide open. Steps out at the 21.
Scan the defense quickly here. If nothing's open downfield, get rid of it by passing it to one of your backs.
The Vikings come out in a 4-3. Setting up play action. Throws on the run. He's there for the catch. Dives. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Bears!
Carpenter lining up for the point after. Carpenter adds the extra point. Number 40 lines up to kick this one away. Great kick here. From the 6, still on his feet. They had to punt it away on their previous drive.
This defense might work.
First down now and 10 to go.
At the 27-yard line. First and 10.
The Chicago Bears line up with a nickelback. First down, looking to throw. Scrambling. He slides. Minnesota will take a timeout.
Heck, this is a good one to call.
Run, boy, run! Set. Hey.
They'll throw on first down. Revis gets the pick. And just a great interception by the quarterback.
Might want to start thinking about trying to pick on that guy. We've seen all day he has simply been quicker to the spot than the wide receivers coming into his area.
The Vikings bring in their dime package. Play action. Makes the grab. The 20, still moving. And that one will go for a first.
Now you get a clock. Run this play and get it even closer.
On the 11-yard line.
Let's see if their play calling changes now that they're in the red zone for the first time. He looks to throw on first down. Rolling right. He's under pressure. Drops the easy pick. Second down coming up after the incomplete pass.
Big passing down right here. This is what it's all about.
On the 11-yard line.
Black, 36.
5 DBs on the field.
Orange, 36.
Drops back.
Pass.
Goes for the end zone.
Right here, you just got to kick the ball and take the points.
So the kicking team is on the field to try for 3 points. That successful field goal attempt is his second of the game. And as we head to halftime. And we'll see how this one turns out as we're set to get the second half underway.
Back to return.
You got to keep the kick in bounds. Here's the ref's call.
First down. And I know this is a game of emotion, and if you're not emotional on the football field, you're going to get beat anyway, but you can't let your emotions get away from you.
The Vikings come out in a 4-3. He looks to throw on first down. There for the reception. Winfield drags him to the ground at the 42.
Keep the defense guessing. Don't forget to use misdirection and play action to keep them off balance on passing down.
The Minnesota Vikings line up in a 4-3. They hand it off. Defense closing in. Campbell got slammed to the turf on that play.
I love play action, especially when you have your running game going well. The problem with it is, though, that sometimes the quarterback has to turn his back to the playing field. He loses sight of the defense. The pass rush has a little bit more time to get there. Sometimes play action works against you.
He drops back. Throws while on the run.
Antonio Gates, really an incredible story. Did not play football in college, was a basketball player, but has simply been so dynamic on the field. As a tight end, no tight end in NFL history has gotten to 50 touchdowns faster than he has. Took him just 92 games.
A little misdirection. He lost yardage on the play.
Just keep hanging with that run. You know sooner or later the defense is going to make a mistake and allow a big one to break into the end zone.
The Vikings bring in the nickel package. Here's a pitch left side.
I don't know, Tom. Didn't look like he hit the hole with very much conviction on that run.
And that's the end of the third quarter. The Chicago Bears 13, the Vikings nothing. The Chicago Bears can really take control of the game on this drive as they start the fourth quarter in field goal range.
Let's go, baby. This is our chance. Let's go.
The Vikings line up with a nickelback. Bounce back. Pass completed. Touchdown Bears.
Try the field goal. Just take the point.
Set. Hot.
Up and good. Number 40 is just about ready to put his leg into this one. Good distance on the kick. Fields it at the goal line. Still going.
This is where your offensive guys just have to step up and make a play. Time's running out. They're facing a large deficit. You have to start executing.
They'll take over at the 27-yard line. 1st and 10.
Jackson has 5 receivers lined up here. They'll throw on first down. All kinds of pressure. The pass rush got him.
Willis makes the sack.
They have to find a way to provide better protection for him.
Pretty hard to execute an offense when they get in the backfield that quickly. You know, we talk about going to a 5-step drop or a 3-step drop. They might have to go to a 1-step drop to get that thing out of there.
And they drop him for the sack. This will bring up a pretty difficult third down for the offense.
And this is when it's tough to play offense. When it's third down in medium to long situation, generally you're going to face a blitz situation, and your quarterback is now going to be under pressure and probably take a hit.
And he catches it off the tip.
Yeah, that's one of those balls that looks good in the stats for the quarterback because he gets a completion, but for this offense, it's going to bring up 4th down. Huge play defensively to make that stop.
4th and 4 coming up on this play. Chicago might be coming here. Not much indecision for the coach here. He'll keep the offense out there to go for it.
And we've seen so many rule changes over the years to help the passing game, but not many to help the running game. So that's a little old school football right there.
We have 2 minutes left to play in this game.
38-yard line.
The Chicago Bears line up with a quarter defense. There are 7 defensive backs on the field. They'll throw on first down under heavy pressure. Bailey gets the pick. And Chris, that was just a phenomenal individual effort, in my opinion. Great job.
Yeah, it was almost like the defender read the play before the receiver did. He broke on the ball first.
The Vikings come out in a 4-3. The halfback with the carry. Peterson comes away with 2 yards on the carry.
2 on the play.
2nd and 8 coming up here.
Ball on the 38-yard line.
Out of the I formation. Little handoff. Nice play fake. He throws on the run. He's there for the catch. It's a loose ball. He scoops it up. That is a very critical turnover.
This play might work.
First and 10. Ball on the 45-yard line.
Jackson lines up in the shotgun. First down, looking to throw. Tipped away. The quarterback comes through for the defense on that one.
And this guy likes to take chances, doesn't he? If he didn't get a finger on that ball, it might have gone for a big play the other way.
The Bears line up with a quarter defense. There are 7 defensive backs on the field. He drops back to pass. Pass completed. The quarterback is hurrying them to the line. They'll throw on first down. Can't stay in bounds, incomplete pass.
Well, that's something receivers work on all the time, dragging that back toe, just unable to do it that time.
The Chicago Bears bring in their quarter defensive package. Drops the sure pick. Linesasser was the intended receiver on the play, and it falls incomplete.
Hey, D-Line, watch the screen. Hey, watch the
Jackson has 5 receivers lined up here. He spins. It's incomplete. Back to throw. Moves forward. He's under pressure. It's dropped.
Not really sure about that call. I know the coaches in this league are getting a lot more aggressive, going for it on 4th down, but I don't know why they kept the offense out there that time.
And they will kneel down to try to run out the clock. And that will be the conclusion of this game. Our final score is the Chicago Bears 20, the Minnesota Vikings 0.